Hey, what's up? This is Tristan from RATV. I'm here with Shaun Evaristo and Jillian Meyers of Movement Lifestyle. How are you guys doing today?
Good.
Good?
Good.
So, for those that don't know what Movement Lifestyle is, could you guys care to explain exactly what Movement Lifestyle is?
Oh, I was like, don't you even? Yeah, go.
Movement Lifestyle is, I call it a lifestyle brand, and it encompasses different things: studio, merchandise. We now have a nationwide tour, film production, and then management as well. So, and to me, it's just a way that we can kind of bring and bridge the gaps that are around. Like, I feel like I can connect a little bit more. We can bring the environment that we have in LA out to the students, and then when they come out, we from wherever they're at, we have like a home base that they can kind of come to and learn and have a good environment to dance with us as well.
We understand that you guys just went on tour. The tour just closed up in LA.
Yeah.
How's that experience? Like, bring everyone on tour and whatnot? For the both of you, at least.
That was fun.
It is so fun.
Yeah.
I mean, like, on our end, it's a dream to like be able to travel with the people that you enjoy spending time with and look up to. So then also all of us took class, just
Yes.
like all the other students, because we love to dance. So it was the best of both worlds. And for me, like, in teaching on other conventions, it was so cool and so evident that, like, for most of the cities, I think the majority of the room had never been to a dance convention before, which is huge, because I think in any convention I've ever taught to, the whole room had. And just the difference in the feeling and the environment in the room was, you know, just worlds apart. And it was so special, every city that we got to do. It was so great.
Because I keep hearing like all this from people that went to all the different tours, that a lot of people say it was a very big life-changing experience for them. Yeah.
So cool.
It means so much.
Yeah.
You wouldn't believe the hard work that was put into it, and then it also changed our lives as well.
Yeah.
Like, we know now that this is something we want to do even more so, and put more energy and more time, and how can we reach out to more people as well. So we plan on expanding, hopefully to other cities, and be able to share and exchange dance with them too.
Yeah, because I know a lot of people were like asking, "Oh, Movement Lifestyle New York, come on, let's go!" yeah, it's glad to know that you guys are going to be expanding. Yeah, because a lot of people couldn't make it out. And,
Well, if they want it, then we're gonna go
exactly.
give it to them. So.
Yeah,
It's helpful to know, I think, too, that like there are people out there that they were there. They want it. That there's people that, you know, are excited and ready to receive like what they're trying
And
to
I
share.
love the fact that on the tour, I felt like everybody was just open. No one was closing off to any styles or genres or anything. They just wanted to learn as much as we wanted to teach us.
Would you say that there would be any plans to like expand outside of LA or even like outside of Cali, maybe?
As of right now, our goal is to expand within LA at the very moment. Yeah, there's a couple big news happening in at home base, and I would say if you've ever seen the hashtag 11105,
Yes.
yeah, let's just say we are definitely expanding in a major way for us, like, and that in turn is for you. So, and I think in due time we'll have to talk as a team, because the team is very important to like working as a unit, whether we can actually expand to different parts of the country or outside of the U.S. But it's all within due time. I think the goal is starting small and just letting it grow naturally.
WAD LA, that just happened. How was that? Because oh, and I know that some of the boys are already they're on ABDC right now. Shout outs to Most Wanted crew.
Yeah, and Betty Pack.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But how was World Dance LA?
That was fun.
It was so fun. It was my first time, so it was a little like sensory overload. There's so many people, so many things, all dance related, and then dance, and then music, and then but it was awesome. It's so cool to realize that dance has a place in so many people's lives, that they all showed up. You know, thousands of people. To me, that's incredible. So, yeah.
Dance is definitely growing on a major scale, and that's a proud thing for us, because I feel like when I first started going into dance, it wasn't like that. It definitely wasn't. So it's good to see it grow.
Yeah, because I'm sure everyone has seen the post that you put on Tumblr about your whole story. When you started off in the Bay Area all the way up to moving lifestyle. Yeah, it was real inspiring.
Oh, good. I mean, I just said that I put out a blog, and it was just for me, and I would hope it reached just anybody, like, because it was a journey for me, and I don't know if I know that there's people out there that are struggling or trying to make a difference as well, and hopefully through that they can pave their own way from just reading it. And even if you're not a dancer, being able to utilize it for whatever it is you're grinding, you know.
Right, because we all know, just like, I guess, like you could say, everyone else, like dance, it just doesn't stop with dance.
Mm-hmm.
Like it just goes into so many other areas.
Yeah, definitely.
But Jillian, this one's for you. As far as a lot of people know, you're a contemporary choreographer that basically went urban choreography, so to say. How was that experience? Just talking from a standpoint, because I know there's a lot of people there that are trying out new styles, just beginning new styles, and some people they might be getting a little frustrated or whatever. But just how's that experience basically?
Man, well, it's so funny because I don't think, it's so funny to hear you say that because I don't think I think of it like that. So I'm like, oh, interesting. Just because, I grew up doing all different styles of dance. So when it comes to creating, it's just, I use all the tools that I have to share whatever feeling or story that I'm trying to. So sometimes it comes out like this, and sometimes it comes out like that. Sometimes it may come out like this. But it was always really important to me to be a great dancer. Well, not important. I just wanted to be the best dancer I could be, and always wanted to be able to do everything. So in that, I think that's only helped me refine in how I can share that when it comes to my own choreography. But I don't know. A part of me doesn't like to think about it like that. I usually have a different goal when it comes to making up moves. This time I really I want to work on this, or I want to share specifically this story, or I want to let this feeling take me. And then whatever comes out, and I don't usually think of it like, okay, I need to do my urban moves today, and then I'm going to do my contemporary moves tomorrow. And so that's why I know it's really hard for people when they come to take my class, because they're like, what are we gonna do? And part of me, I commend you for coming, because that's scary. But the thing is ultimately, I say this a lot, but dance is just shapes and colors, and everyone draws different shapes with different colors, but they're all the same and they're relative. When I take his class, I just see different shapes and colors, or if I take Lyle's class, they're very geometric and sometimes neon, and then I sometimes feel when I make up moves, they're curly Q and then really defined and intricate, and I don't know, orange and yellow, but
Orange and yellow.
So I just always like to say it's just dance.
That's what I'm saying. The question actually came from some of my friends that I've talked to about the about that whole thing, contemporary hip hop, urban choreography. A good friend of mine, me and her actually work on a project. But we even tell the people that we're training that like you said, dance is dance. It doesn't matter what style it comes from. Dance is dance. We all come from the same place. We all have the same grind. We all have the same hustle as far as dance goes.
I think you just hone in on your inspiration and run with it, and whatever form that takes, that's great. I think the more training and foundation you have to support that, the better, because that only makes you more articulate in how you're trying to convey your point. So I always am just train a lot, do a lot of different things, because that's just gonna really enable you to share a very clear vision.
Is it learn rules before you can break them?
Yeah, you gotta know the rules so you know when you're breaking them.
Right.
And I really believe in that. So, but just run with your inspiration and build your foundation to support it.
How is it working with a K-pop artist as compared? Because I'm sure you guys get the question all the time, but how is it working with a K-pop artist as opposed to working with an American artist? I'm sure there's a lot of barriers and stuff like that, but just give us a rundown basically. I mean, we've seen your videos, but I definitely want to hear from Jillian on this one too,
So I was
because
like-
you guys work together on I Need a Girl, right? For Taeyang.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah.
And then I work with FX sometimes. Like
Oh,
I've done
really?
a couple things for them. You know, it's just interesting because like the structure of what they created is different. Like different than at least any other artist I've worked with here. It seems in my mind it kind of feels a lot more like specific, like that, you know, they know what they want it to be, like how they usually like to do things, which I appreciate that because I appreciate a process, and always they're so professional in the sense of like how hard they work, you know, like what, you know, they always do their best for you. And not to say that artists here don't, but it's a different scale, it's just a different, like in that sense it's just different. But oh, I don't know. It's a different world. Like you're creating something that's very specific. I feel like in K-pop, like you
Something
know.
that caters to their market.
Yes. Yeah. It's just
And that's
different.
Point blank, period. Because there's a whole different demographic of people that are listening
Watching,
and buying
yes,
the music.
completely.
So the things that you want to create compared to what this market wants to see or
eat up,
feel, or what they like.
Yeah.
You kind of have to take what you know and works, and then filter in a way where it works. Yeah, can
appeal
still
to
work for them, and
yeah.
then make you happy as well.
Right. Yeah. And then if you can, like edge a little toe over of like trying to like, you know, push out the
Push the
boundary a
boundaries,
little
yeah.
bit, you know, as much as you can. Just like, but it's hard. But that's a great challenge.
Some helpful words though, definitely, because I know that's one of my personal goals. Honestly, like I'm trying to not exactly work within the American industry, but also in other industries as well. Try to travel and all that. But yeah,
I
It's
think
all possible.
Yeah, and I think it's the biggest challenge as any choreographer is to bring your voice and your, you know, what you have to offer in the context of what's and structure somebody's putting there for you, which is always a huge challenge because you have to find your best in, you know, somebody else's playground. So you're
right.
okay, but that's why that's a job. That's what it is. So.
Onto the industry aspect, because we do have a lot of it. We do have the industry viewers too, but do you have any advice to any training dancers that are, I wouldn't say starting out as community, but like that do you have any advice for dancers that are trying to make it up there in the industry, make it big, trying to really get up there? Because actually one of the people that we interviewed earlier, Brian Henninger, shout out, he just released the book, How to Book Dance Jobs, and check that out. But is there any words of inspiration that you would have to dancers trying to get out there, trying to really make it out there in the industry?
Why are you looking at me?
Look at you, because for me, you know, it's a little different.
Patience. I think patience is my number one word, and discipline. I think it always, for me, I guess, discipline / hard work. They're kind of in the same category. Patience, because for every person, the path in and out of the industry is unique, and how it will happen for you is not going to be the same as anyone else. And so patience in knowing that it can take time, a lot of time, a little time. You can start working right away and then never work again. You know, it's just, you can't measure it in any way. And then on top of that too, only I think better enable your chances, like the discipline of taking different styles and being a really focused student, and that taking class isn't necessarily to already be there. Taking classes to take a step forward in your betterment.
Yes.
You know, which is hard because I think in LA, a lot of classes, it feels as if you're already there. You're like showing what you can do. But no, like class should be where you go to mess up, where you look bad, where it's like, ugh, like this feels horrible, because that's how you get better. And then in that, like, the reason why I think that's so important is you want to be able to do anything someone asks you to do. Like, oh, we need some tap dancers for this little like 30-second commercial. Okay, I can tap. You know, we need some people that can like be in like first position and pretend they're waiting for their ballet class. Cool, I know about ballet. Like, I think
Could
it's
be anything.
anything. You just want to be
never
able to
know.
say yes when somebody asks you and not have to lie too much. Like,
Yes, yeah.
I can do that. That's only going to better your chances to work as much as you want to. Yeah.
Anything for Shaun? Or?
Oh, I mean, no. I think mine, honestly, I just think patience is key and consistency. Like just within like your work ethic, and also believing in like what you have to offer is very important. Like this industry can kind of break you down in ways where all of your peers, like they're amazing, and how do you stand up to those chances? Well, at the end of the day, like I know that what I have to offer is different, and it could be specific or it could be here. Like my time will come, and when that time comes, I'm gonna be ready. So, and in all aspects, when like if I'm gonna be doing a dance job here or choreography, directing, producing, like I know for me, all these different steps, I just have to keep open and then keep learning and be that student that I want to strive to be.
Especially because I think the industry is changing. Like with the internet, like I feel like we were just talking about it earlier. We can't even really keep up with the way dance is now being marketed. Like you can make money from dancing, which that ultimately that's an industry. Like you're dancing, you're making money. And so with that, like, it's not always about being in a music video now or being behind an artist. Like, yes, of course that helps, but like there's now an audience of people listening that don't care who you're dancing behind. They want to see you, which is incredible.
Respect for us, right?
Because something I say a lot, but it's like, it always rings true to me that like a lot of times in the industry, it's the artist and then the dancers. Like, okay, we want the artist on stage and the dancers over here, but it's like, even the verbiage for that, like, it's like a connotation that not that we're not artists, but we're not regarded as that, but we are, we really are.
Dancers Alliance.
.org. Yes. So I think that's really cool that like we are, people can see that in a different light now. Yeah.
All right. So.
Lots of bleh, weird vomit. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you to the people that are here for the event tonight.
Yeah.
Absolutely appreciate you coming and sharing your time with us. And I hope,
right?
Yeah.
At Rutgers, yeah.
I hope we put on a good show for you that's well enough. And shout out to the people that are here watching this, and hopefully we're here to be able to give you enough words.
Or maybe too many.
Or maybe, that will possibly carry into whatever it is that you may be doing.
Yeah.